last 2 weeks, we beat the shit out of the Mighty. We double fisted the Mighty and the Crafty. We did a few comparisons.
Built a new toy.
Yeah, that was nuts. We did some comparisons with vapes that we would consider like the closest Mighty alternatives or Mighty replacements. But tonight we're gonna take a slightly different angle. And instead of saying, here's why the Mighty is so great and here's why the other stuff isn't equal to a Mighty, tonight we're going to take that whole Mighty, spend $350 now as a new vape user. Like if somebody's coming in, because I get it all the time. People come to me and they're like, yo, I want to start vaping my weed. Like there's a lot of vapes out there. Which one do I get? It's tough to say, like, yeah, the Mighty is my favorite, but you probably don't need to buy it because it's one of those things where it's like, if you haven't driven a BMW, the Honda Civic gets you from point A to B to C just fucking fine, and you feel great doing it and saves you a bunch of money. It's one of those things where it's like, you don't know how much you're missing until you see it, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's exactly it. I mean, I used to tell people with the Magic Flight launch box, if you love that vape, don't ever use another one. Ignorance is bliss. Same thing here. If you're inclined to just get the best out of the gate, then get the Mighty, and you can go into the next YouTube video.
The price gap tends to freak people out, and rightfully so. I mean, that's how competition is born. I mean, there are Mighty competitors out there that are half the price of the Mighty, and for $350, which is the retail price of the Mighty, you can get a lot of vapes. There's a lot of vapes out there.
And situational needs too. What are you doing? Where are you? Are you in California where you can walk down the street with a Mighty, or are you somewhere else where you still have to keep it concealed? And that makes a big difference. So those situational things are huge. Everything equal, and using the Mighty as inbounds for you, top thing available.
But do you need to spend $350 to get a good vape, Jerry?
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't. You need to spend $100? How much do you really need to spend? I think like people with $100 budget are just fine.
Absolutely. I've seen some that aren't a problem at $70, $80 and on sale all the time at $80. So I can think of $200 or $300 vapes that I'm more than pleased with, both to use and to recommend. So no, you don't have to.
I agree. People come at it though with big budgets. Like I think people, like when they factor in how much they're going to spend, like I think they look at all the vapes and like, okay, the Volcano Hybrid is $700. This one here is this much. The Mighty is $350. There's the halfway point, kinda. And maybe is that Stores' strategy? Keep the Mighty at the halfway point. Keep the Volcano at the top. The Mighty at the...
Certainly looks that way, doesn't it? But no, the Volcano was never $800. They just they landed there after dropping the Mighty and increasing the Volcano. So yes, maybe that was a long-term hit. I don't know, but I don't know. I wondered about that earlier. I thought to myself, is this like hitting a Volcano? This feels like the punch of a Storz & Bickel desktop. I mean, it hits me with that whole where you have to stop and feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like that almost choky vapor, the choky vapor. There's double Mighty choky vapors. Yeah, I get choky vapor from the double Mighty.
If you had 5 Mighties, that would be the equivalent of Volcano Bowl, right?
Actually, it would be more than that. You only need about 3 of these to get to a Volcano Bowl. Maybe 4, depending on how you pack it. 5 would become an El Mighty, is what that would be. And we'd throw them on the glass.
I want that in my life.
We're going to do that, Troy. We're going to get 5 Mighties and stick them on El Nino. Or you.